I think it's very easy to hold grudges. Just completely think about that person. What would you say to them? What would you do to them? You bitch about them, you talk about them, you just expend so much of energy on them, even though they're not aware of it. I know that this is easier said than done, but it's so important to let go, not for them, but for yourself. Think of it this way, that you just have such strong negative thoughts about somebody who doesn't even know that you have those thoughts about them and who doesn't care. Think about the brain space that they are taking in your head. It's like how Gen Z say it. They're living in your head rent free, but they are not even bothered about it. You are the only person getting disturbed. I used to think that I have grudges against some people who've bullied me, even though like my biggest childhood bully is a very close friend of mine, because she did apologize and she did tell me that at the time it was happening she didn't realize it, because she just found it normal and she apologized, and we're actually really close friends now. But then there were others who I thought that okay, like if I see that person I'm not going to talk to them. And I have had moments where like my best friend and I was standing in this market, and somebody who bullied us walked in and we just turned our backs, and then again she went back, and then we turned our backs again. And I've seen that person in parties for a few years, but I've never spoken to her. But the thing is that a few months ago we were at an engagement where the only place where she had left to sit was on my table, and then we just spoke. And I didn't have anything against her in my heart. I just honestly didn't see it a point to talk, because I'm not those bubbly and chirpy kinds in a room full of people. Yeah, we spoke and it was fine. I don't even think she remembers how she was 15 years ago. And honestly, I don't care. It hasn't deeply impacted my life. And why would I ever hold a grudge against someone? I don't know where I learned this from, but it was long back. Your anger only impacts you. But if you ever meet me in real life, you'd probably think that I have a very calm vibe, and that's because I do not get angry, guys. Like, I just don't. So I just think of anger as a form of self-sabotage, because I'm the only one hurting in that process. And secondly, I just think that it's such a strong physiological reaction that takes place in your body when you're angry, and I don't want my body to go through that. Like, the last thing I want is that 15 years later I have high blood pressure issues or something or the other because I'm short tempered. So, no, I know it's easy to hold grudges against, let's say, for me, it's been for a very long time, the person who fired me from my first job. But then, after a while, when I started doing well in life, I was like, okay, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm glad he fired me. But then, it's easy to hold grudges against somebody who fired you, your childhood bullies, your friends, your bad teachers, or just somebody who has hurt you, your ex-boyfriend or your ex-girlfriend. It's just so easy to do that, right? But then, how does it change your life? If you can be anything in the world, then choose to be nice, because why would you not want to be a nice person? Just because the world has done bad to you, and I know a lot of you watching this have been through a lot. I know that you have come through things, and it's so easy to blame people, but just set free. I hope you can take out some time to reflect and set free from your grudges, because they aren't helping you and they are futile. So, yeah, stay happy, and see you soon.